Chamaque.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins.
Long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it. Because
now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
180. Check. Walk to before.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get this sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jets take... And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing, Mayfield. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Oh, a nice spin. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Mayfield. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Mayfield to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it? And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And
coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Break the 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch the shit, watch the shit.
Third and long for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Mayfield on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken short. A first down throw from Mayfield. Caught left side by Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone or into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield looks to throw, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Now Saquon Barkley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Handing it off to Brown. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
50. 180. Let's put that team on the front. Regular.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Von Miller gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball.
And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. Michael Thomas, 32 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Strip that ball. Hey, orbit. Watch it go. Come on, the ball.
First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Here's Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Too low, watch the
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Brown. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Hill shedding the tackle. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mayfield to throw. Flushed out right. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Mike. 180. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hey. Wahoo.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't... So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Barkley. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Shifts by him at the 25. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a give to Brown. And an alley to run. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He got 29 yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll run. This is Brown. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had another coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll give it here to Brown. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback.
Bro, what the fuck, my nigga?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Go for like 12 points right now.
They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep back. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Haven't gone to level 50 yet.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check Charlie. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All right.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, but it'll be second down. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there.
Well, all he needs is the speed,
nice job to force the incompletion.
Right now.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a give to Barkley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
And New York set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Hey, 133, 180.
Mayfield now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pressure. Comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put the scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Safety screaming.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to air one out. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Completes it to Dixon.
Fucking bullshit.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the way. You're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Point it right. Go.
From the 29, Mayfield. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Demario Davis, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my work.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Hey, 43, 15.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's third and short.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Demario Davis bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Strahan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't know.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. The left side completion to Jones. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Mahomes firing complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up grit and see what happens.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. To throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's third and goal. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
I thought you go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
They'll run with Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On first down, Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On the run, it's Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with... scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Yeah, that was a crazy ending. I just scored a touchdown like on the last second. They'll probably send me messages and shit. Somebody was sending me a message. Super Bowl right now, baby. No pressure. Let's go. No pressure. Yeah. Huh? It's on YouTube. Yeah. Let's go, baby.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
He caught it. Wow.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
That was good.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From midfield now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's the shit this year. You gotta
brings up 2nd down.
You gotta swat the ball.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up.
Oh, he caught it. Oh, my God.
Inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far in this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start, the confidence level.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Va a tomar esta gritadera ahí.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.